Well, it's day one. Coffee's on. And this is the beginning of this week's Diabetic menu for the $60 Not Today Diabetes. So this morning we're having some potato pancakes. We're going to be using 3 eggs, 1 of the sweet potatoes, and I'm going to have some mock bacon. Some mock chicken bacon. So 2 wieners. And we're going to use some shredded cheese in those pancakes. So let's put this together. Now today is my prep day, guys. So I'm going to start with the cheese. So I'm going to cut the cheese in half. Put it in a container for now. And I'll do the rest later. But I need a little bit shredded for the pancakes. As for the chicken wieners, I'm going to put it in a container so I have it accessible all week. The potato we're going to dice up. We're going to peel it, dice it up, and we're going to boil it because we need mashed potatoes for this today. So we got the wieners in a container ready to go. It's going to go in the fridge. We got 2 out of there already on a plate. So we're going to cut this in half. And like I said, I'm going to prep this later because I got a lot of prepping to do today. Got to boil the corn on the cob. I got to boil some chicken. I got to prepare some stuff. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take a chunk of cheese, just a little piece, because I don't need much. I just need a little bit, just to say that we have a little bit for the shredded cheese. I might just actually, I won't shred it. I won't shred it. I think what I'll do is I'll cut them into little cubes. We'll have some better chunks in there. And, yeah. This goes right in the fridge right away. And that we will do later on. See, I have a menu already prepared. It's written down. It's on paper. So, I got to individually slice one side. I got to shred the other. So, yeah. Sweet potato is diced. Time to boil it. Now, as for these 2 wieners, we're just going to slice them lengthwise to make like slices of bacon. And it's mock chicken bacon. So we'll have 3 slices each, just like that. There we go. And just something different to have as a side because we couldn't afford bacon this week. And well, it's probably better for you because it's chicken. There. That's about how much cheese I need for this breakfast. So while that's boiling, I have to wait. So I might as well cook up the chicken that I'll have this week. I'm going to cook up 3 and put 1 in the freezer for the end of the week because we don't want it to go bad by the time I use it, right? So, let's do this. We're just going to boil it, and I have a large pot of water, so I'm going to use the broth of this chicken as well to make soups and stuff this week. So, you'll want to keep that broth. So I'm just going to take 3, like I said, and put the other one in the freezer. It says it may contain kidneys. Okay. Never seen that on the pack before. Okay, so I drained the water. And I mashed it with a little bit of butter, just a pat of butter. Now, I could have cut these potatoes up and I could have fried it with the egg, whatever, but I thought, let's make something different, you know? Now that they're mashed, we're going to let them cool down. And I'm going to start with the mock bacon. So we put that aside after. The potatoes work better when they're a little cool. So when they're cooled down, they work better. So just a little bit of butter. I don't have any more tallow. I have coconut oil, olive oil, and butter. If I had tallow, that's what I would use, but we don't have any yet. Now, this is a smoked chicken wiener. So it has the flavors we need. We don't need extra salt or pepper. Just fry it up like that. And we're going to call it mock chicken bacon. This won't take too long. So I might as well start on one of the pancakes. I'm going to do them one at a time. So it's going to be nice and easy, guys. It's going to be 1 egg for each pancake. I'm only having one. So this will be Jay's first. So 1 egg. About 1 tablespoon of potato. A little bit of cheese. And then we just mix it. That's going to make 1 potato pancake. That's going to be Jay's. Jay's going to eat first because he's got to go somewhere today. So then we're going to flip these. Look how nice that is. I could have waited a little bit longer. I'll just flip them one more time after. Don't want them too dry. So this will need a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and if you want something else added, you can add it. Actually, I was thinking, let me see. I'm gonna add just some onion powder to that. There we go. A little onion powder. There we go. So these are pretty much ready. So I'm going to put them on a plate. I'm just going to flip them one more time. Get the plate ready. And we'll have the mock bacon on the side. And we'll start with pancakes. So I have 3 eggs in total. So we're going to make 2 more pancakes. And the 2 pancakes are for Jay and 1 pancake for me. And we will have a beautiful breakfast. First pancake going in. So because it's mostly egg, it's going to shape quite well, I think. Time to flip. Time to flip. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Flip number 2. Beautiful. And flip number 3. This is mine. Oh my frick. Really? Seriously? Well, you can't be perfect. But it's fine. Had to be the last one. Had to be the one that's mine. Can't be perfect with everything you do. And there it is. Breakfast on day 1. I have 1 sweet potato pancake with a side of mock chicken bacon. That's what I call it. And 2 potato pancakes for Jay with mock chicken bacon on the side as well. We also have coffee. I have 1 sweetener, milk. Jay has coconut sugar and milk because, well, that's what he takes in his coffee. And that's breakfast on day 1. So Jay uses coconut sugar in his coffee, the organic coconut sugar. And it's got 4 grams of carbs, 0 fiber, 4 grams of sugar in 1 teaspoon. Now, I don't use this, but this is what Jay will be using for his coffee. So what do you think of the potato pancake, Jay?
Never tried it before. It's pretty good.
So it's not a sweet pancake. It's just shaped like a pancake. Mm-hmm. But it's got potato, cheese, and egg. So, you like it?
I do.
The sweet potato makes it sweet. Not like a pancake.
Yeah, not really sweet.
But it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It actually doesn't taste like an egg at all. It doesn't taste like an egg. It kind of does have a flavor like a pancake.
Yeah.
Just not sweet like a pancake would be. I just love it. I think I'd rather this than pancakes. Like real pancakes, you know, the sweet stuff.
I could eat this with maple syrup.
But you're not going to. All right, so the chicken bacon, mock bacon that I made are just chicken wieners. But you know what? Because they're smoked, they actually taste like chicken bacon. Or
turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Fraction of the cost. $1.99 a pack. Now, I know wieners are not the best choice. But when you're on a budget and you need your proteins, chicken wieners, $1.99, you can't go wrong. That's going to spread out throughout the week, and we're going to enjoy it. I told you how many carbs are in each wiener, and yeah. I can't see it being bad, right?
No, I can't see it being bad. It tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes really good. It's cheap. It's a protein. On day one, you want to wake up early to get everything done before noon. You know? It's going to be done before noon for sure. I woke up at 7 o'clock. It's 7:48, and right now the chicken's ready. I just put 8 of the corn on the cob in the water. I dehusked it. So I'm going to process that. I have 2 that are going in the freezer. I'm going to wrap them and keep them for the end of the week. I don't want it to go bad, but I don't want to cook them yet because they're just extras. So we'll put 2 in the freezer and 8 will be boiling in the water today. Now this is how I'm doing this today, guys. This is how I always do it with my corn on the cob. I usually buy a big batch in the fall and I freeze it over the winter. So I have corn on the cob during the winter. I actually still have some in the freezer. So they last quite a long time. You keep them in the husk. You wrap them in saran wrap. Like that. Make sure it's sealed quite well. Okay. And let me tell you, you don't have to cook it as long. All you do, guys, is you take it out of the husk. You boil it for maybe 10 minutes. And it's absolutely delicious. So nice and juicy. And it's so tender. Oh my gosh. So then you take a piece of foil. And you make sure that this is wrapped very, very well. Make sure the tips are closed and kind of spin it around as you go. Oh. There we go. And there we go. Then you just put that in the freezer and you have corn whenever you need it. I've been doing this for the last couple of years. It works great. You just take it out of the husk, 10-15 minutes in water, boiling water, and you have corn like it just came off of the truck. But better. Less time to cook it and better tasting. Okay. So we're spreading out the corn this week. You know, we don't want a whole bunch of corn, like 3 cobs each per meal, because then that will really raise your sugar. We're limiting the corn. I'm boiling the corn right now. I'm going to process it. Anyways, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some in the freezer for this week because there's some at the end of the week, some in the beginning of the week, some for today. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with that. But that's going in the freezer for the end of the week. Okay, so these are the strawberries I bought yesterday. I put them in jars. I did not wash them. You do not wash them. You wash them when you use them. Okay? They keep better in a jar up to a week, maybe more, in the fridge. So, I'm going to process some today because I want to make a yogurt dessert with the strawberries. And I'm going to use some for a meal today. So, yeah, that's what I do with my strawberries. You do it right away as soon as you get it. That way they don't go bad. As for the zucchini, I put them in a paper bag. I made sure that they were wiped down. They weren't wet at all. There was no moisture on them. I wrapped them in paper towel and individually. Then you just put it in paper bag and put it in your crisper. Just like that. So they will hold up to possibly 5 days. But I'm going to process some today. And we're going to try to use them sooner than later. Because I don't want it to go bad. Because vegetables tend to go bad fast. I buy them usually, and within a couple days, they're gone. They're like mold on it, or they're no good, you know? So let's see how fast we can process this, do something with it, because we want to use these zucchinis this week. The chicken's on the side. It's cooling down. We're going to do something with that in a minute. Right now, I'm just going to skim the top of this, get rid of all the fats and stuff. Fat chunks. And we're going to make sure that there's no bones in there because we're going to be using this broth this week, guys, to make soups and use it in a couple dishes. You don't have to buy broth because you have chicken. You can make your own broth, guys. You know. I might use chicken stock with it. I might not. This is flavorful enough, I think, actually. You know what? No, we're not going to use chicken broth in this. We're just going to use what we have here because this is flavorful enough. If you want to add a little bit of sea salt when you're making your dish, that's fine. Or other spices, that's fine. But right now, we're just going to keep it as is. And some of it's going in a jar once it's cooled down and it's going to go in the fridge. And some of it's going to go in the freezer because it's going to be later in the week and we don't want this to go to waste, right? So we have 7 days. So let's see what we could do with this. Okay, so this afternoon we're going to be using one of these quarter chickens. And it's going to be for lunch. And we're going to be using one for tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow it's going to be for a chicken chili. So we're going to take it apart. We're going to put it in 2 separate bowls. And those are going to be the 2 chickens we're going to be using for those 2 recipes. Okay, so there it is. I have 3 different meals. So 2 are going in the fridge and 1 is going in the freezer. So I'm just going to pack that in a little baggie. And we have the chicken for this week, including the one that's uncooked in the freezer if we need it. We got 2 little packets of chicken broth, 1 cup each in each package. 3 cups of chicken broth for tomorrow's recipe. And this is chicken broth for recipes throughout the week. I need a little bit here, a little bit there. So yeah. So I'm thinking these might be just for like a little snack, you know, like a little side soup. I can make a little side soup to go with the snacks kind of thing this week if we're peckish, you know. So that's going in the freezer. That's going in the fridge. All right, so I have 8 corn on the cob that are ready. If you want, you can keep the water and make a soup with it. A corn and a cob soup or something. That would taste delicious. I've done it before. I actually kept the water and made some soup with it. But I have enough with the broth. And yeah, just another way to stretch your dollar. So now I'm prepping the spinach. I have 4 cups of spinach in a bowl because that's going to be for lunch today. And I still have half a bag of the spinach. So that's going to go in the freezer because I'm going to use it throughout the week in other recipes. Before I do that, I'm just going to fill up this little container with some spinach for the cheese and salami wraps. And now let's prepare the cheese. So I'm going to shred some cheese here. Where's the little thing now for that? Are you kidding me? I just had it. Oh, duh. Okay. And I'm going to shred it so I have it ready to go. I'm going to individually put them in the packages I need for each little thing, you know. And we'll have it all portioned out nicely. So half the block is shredded. There we go, I did it again. Half the block is shredded, and half the block will be slices for snacks. All right, so there's the 11 slices of cheese to go in the salami wraps for the week. Hey guys, so remember, this is just portioned out for one meal, okay, for 2 people. So these are different meals altogether. This is for a bigger meal. These are for smaller meals. So we have 4 meals in total with shredded cheese. Okay, so you remember I picked up 2 packs of the ground beef. I'm going to cook up this ground beef today, so this way I don't have to do it tomorrow. It'll be ready. I have 2 recipes that have ground beef in it, so we're going to make it now. We're going to cook it up, and we'll put the other one in the freezer for now. Alright, so I'm cooking up the pack, and you know what? It smells nice. And the texture is nice as well. So I'm really picky with my ground beef. I usually get it at the butcher's because I like quality meat, right? But this one seems to be really nice. It's grass-fed. It's from Ontario. So hopefully tastes as good as it smells and looks and feels. I do have to say, it looks nice. It smells really, really nice. So I'm going to take a little taste test of it. That's nice. I like that ground beef. And yeah, I think I'm going to buy it again because look how nice it is for lean. There's not all that extra water in there. It's not like plasticine. It's not squeaky like the other kinds of meats that I get in the grocery store for Bella. You know? So yeah, I would buy this pack again. So that's what we'll use for 2 recipes. So I'm going to put it aside, split it in half, and then put it in the fridge. So while the ground beef was cooking, I took 3 of the corn of the cob, took it off the cob, took the corn off, and I'm using this in a recipe tonight. And I also have 1 aside for this afternoon. As for the rest, we're going to put it away. Alright, so this one's going in the fridge. This one's going in the freezer because it's for day 5. And that's my corn for the week. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. I started at 7 a.m. I had made breakfast. I prepped for the next couple of days and for the week. And now I just got to do dishes. So by, let's say, 10:30, I have everything done. So day 1 is always the prep day. That's what takes the longest. But the rest of the week will be smooth sailing. I'm going to make a balsamic strawberry dressing for my salad this afternoon. So I'm going to make it now so this way I can put it in the fridge, let it sit for a bit, and then go take a break for about an hour. Then I can cook some lunch. Alright guys, so I wasn't recording,
but here it is. I have 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 strawberry. So we're just going to chop that in there so it's like a puree, because this is going to be our vinaigrette for the salad today. So now I'm going to add some yogurt, 5 tablespoons of yogurt, or 5 teaspoons of yogurt, because that was not a tablespoon. And there we go. Let's check it out. There we go. We got some vinaigrette. Well, more of a creamy vinaigrette. There we go. There's the dressing for our delicious meal today. Let me try it. It needs a little bit of salt. And it needs a little bit of... Needs 1 more strawberry, guys. Definitely needs 1 more strawberry. So 2 strawberries total in this dressing. Call it vinaigrette dressing, whatever. It's gonna be good, gonna be delicious. Now let's chop it up again. There we go. Wonderful dressing for the lunch. Much better. A little bit of dressing goes a long, long way. Just a few ingredients and look at that. Okay, so it's lunchtime. Today we're going to have some spinach, chicken strawberry salad. So the 4 cups of lettuce, or the 4 cups of spinach that I set this morning in the container are on the plates. We're also going to have half of a corn on the cob on the side. So we're going to share that. So the chicken that I got, the 1 quarter chicken that I made up this morning, we're going to split that in half. They're sliced up. So I'm going to try to make it as best as possible. Half. There you go. So you can really spread the chicken if you had to, you know, like you don't need a big amount of chicken. It's just to say that I have protein. And we're going to have 4 strawberries on there. 4 strawberries, so 2 each on there. So we're going to slice them up. Look at that. Look how nice these are. I tasted one and they're quite yummy. They're nice and sweet. Not sour. Sometimes they're so sour it's like gross, you know? I'm going to cut them up a little smaller because I like them a little smaller for myself. Okay. So, as you remember, I made the vinaigrette this morning. vinaigrette, dressing, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm just going to pour a little bit on there. Open it up. Grab the spoon. Just drizzle it on there. Now we're going to try it like that. If we want more, we have more. If not, it's going in the fridge. Either way, it's going to go in the fridge for now. I'm going to put a little pepper on mine. So a little pepper on mine. Okay. And there we go. The corn on the cob. Pretty big lunch, eh? So the corn on the cob I'll cut in half. Like that. Jay likes to eat it like that, but you know what? I like to eat it with butter and a little bit of pepper and salt. So this is our diabetic lunch for day 1. Trying the salad, Jay. Let's go. Hold on there. So, how's the salad?
It's good. Right off the bat, I can taste the strawberries.
So it's a nice salad?
Yeah, I can taste the chicken.
You like the dressing?
Yeah, dressing's good. I don't know what the dressing is, but it tastes good.
It's my homemade dressing. Alright, so I'm going to pre-prep something for tonight. It's the afternoon. Figured, let's make it a little easier on me today. So we're going to cut 1 zucchini, the smallest zucchini we have from the 3. We'll put that back in the fridge for tomorrow. This part here, we're going to peel it, and then we're going to shred it. So this way we get some of the liquid out of it. You know, let it sit in a bowl. Then press out the liquid later, and we'll use that to make some zucchini corn fritters. Lock them and load them. I never tried shredding anything like this on here. I gotta do getaway. Okay. Oh, look at that. Shreds very well. I've only shredded pretty much just cheese in here, so first time for everything, eh? Yeah, I'll have to cut them in half. Fit better. So there we have it. Half of a zucchini. I'd say it's about a cup and a half. We're going to take that, put it in the fridge for the next couple hours, and use it when I make my fritters tonight. Last meal of the night, guys. I'm making some zucchini and corn fritters. Now, I'm not going to be using flour. I'm not going to be using almond flour because, well, that's just extra carbs that we don't need, right? We have the carbs from the zucchini. We have the carbs from these corn. So we had 3 corns that we took the corn off the cob. And we have half a zucchini that I shredded earlier. And we have 3 eggs. Let's make some fritters with that. So first off, it's been sitting in the fridge for a while, so let's pat it, squeeze the water out, because we want it a little bit drier than it is, because it contains a lot of water, these zucchinis, right? There. And just to pat it down a little bit, kind of help it do its thing, right? So, usually a fritter requires flour, guys. You know, breadcrumbs or whatever, but we're doing without. We're doing without. So, everything goes in a bowl. And to be honest with you, I'm not even hungry. Jay, are you hungry?
Oh, I'm actually still pretty good. I'm not hungry at all.
Me neither. That salad really filled me up. Like, it's 4 o'clock now, or going on 4 o'clock, and I have to get this video out today. So I have to get this done, right? And I'm not really that hungry, so I don't even know if we'll eat all these fritters. We might put some in the fridge for tomorrow or another day, you know? We'll see how it goes, guys. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we got the zucchini and the corn. We got 3 eggs. Oh, it's just to mix the stuff together, right? You don't mind curry, AJ?
I don't think I do.
Because I think that's the flavor. Or I could do lemon pepper. Would you rather lemon pepper or curry?
I know what lemon pepper tastes like, so I'd rather that.
Okay, so we'll do lemon pepper. Lemon pepper it is, darlings. Lemon pepper. So we have lemon pepper spices, right? It's essential to have a pantry with spices in it, guys. And lemon pepper is a good spice to have. So I'm gonna add it to it, you know? Lemon pepper. There we go. Just gonna mix that up, and then we're gonna fry it up in the frying pan. So you don't really have to fry it up. If you wanted to, you could put it in a pie plate and make like a frittata or whatever with it. But we're gonna make like a fritter with it. I'm gonna make a bunch of fritters. Hopefully it works out. It should. There's nothing here to bind it except for the egg. So hopefully it works out, guys. You know, if it doesn't, well, we can still eat it. We'll figure it out, right? Okay, so there it is. Let's fry this baby up. Okay, so I wish I had some ghee or tallow. I don't have any, so I'm using a little bit of olive oil. We're going to try it with olive oil first, see how it goes. It might end up being butter. We'll see. I still use fats, guys. I like butter, tallow, olive oil, coconut oil, ghee, tallow. Did I say tallow? Okay, so let's do this. Hopefully it works the way I want it to. Let's see how well it works out. We'll do 2 at a time. I think it's going to do about 6. So we'll see. So I put a lid on it. And yeah. Lemon pepper. Lemon pepper. Zucchini corn fritter. Zucchini corn fritter. So the carbs are naturally occurring from the zucchini and from the corn. Corn is not the best for a diabetic because it is a higher sugar content. But this is the first week, you know. I'm not doing an extreme diabetic grocery haul. That would have been like no tomatoes, no carrots, no corn. There's a lot of stuff that I would not eat because it would raise my sugars. This is going to raise my sugars a little bit because the corn, of course. But it's a natural occurring sugar, so it's not going to spike as high as long. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not eating too much of it because there's only 3 corn on the cob in there, and I don't even think I'm going to eat all my fritters tonight. So, you know, yeah. So some people might say, "Oh, there's corn. That's not good for a diabetic." Well, excuse you. You know, it's better than eating a chocolate bar. It's better than eating ice cream. It's better than, you know, eating pizza and, you know, that kind of stuff, because we all know that's not good for us, especially being diabetic. So I'm eating the thing I could afford this week, which was my vegetables, which were zucchini, which were corn, and that's the sweetest thing we have. Or it's the highest content we have for sugar this week. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that has high content in sugar this week besides the corn. Look at that. I think it was... Oh yeah, it's working, guys. Woohoo! Fabulous! So, we're going to make some of these. We're going to eat as many as we can. 'Cause we're not really that hungry. And whatever's left, we'll have it for tomorrow for snack or to add to another meal. These would have been good with cheese, guys. It definitely would have been good with cheese. But I didn't plan the cheese for this meal. But it's okay because we'll have cheese this week. We'll have lots of cheese to eat this week, but just not in this meal. It would be better if it had a binder, guys. If it had some kind of flour or something to hold it together. But you know what? It is what it is. It somewhat falls apart, you know, right there, see? But that's fine. That's fine. So I'm definitely going to call it something different. My zucchini corn smashers. Because it looks like someone smashed them. So they're my smashers. So today's video is pretty long today. It won't be as long for the rest of the week, guys. It's just because this is a prep day. And it's the longest video this week. So keep on watching for the rest of the week, guys, because I'm going to keep doing this for 7 days. And yeah, we're going to get her done. Alright, so it's a mismatch of delightfulness. Smashed. Smashed. But you know what? It's going to be good. Alright, Jay, so you're going to have to grab what you can. Here, give me your plate. Because I'm not the... Shit.
Give me the good stuff.
They're like bites. Jeez. I don't have... No, I need a spatula or something. This is crazy. Yeah, just
I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah, whatever. They didn't hold together.
I just want to try it.
But you know what? Who cares? It's still good. Mmm. Mmm. You'll like that. You'll like that. Hold on.
Mm.
So what do you think there, boy? Hold on, do it again.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, so you're just going to taste test.
That's good.
Good flavor?
That's good flavor, yeah. I like all the corn. It kind of just pops in your mouth, too.
Mmm. Mmm. Mm. Oh, that is good. Damn!
Mm-hmm. I'd eat that for breakfast.
Oh, I'd eat that for anything.
Yeah.
That is good. Didn't turn out like a patty, but, you know, or a fritter. But still delicious.
Good.
And we have lots to eat. If we have some left, we'll keep it for tomorrow. Come back tomorrow for day 2, because I got some more recipes to show you. Bye for now, guys.